That is a terrific video that we have seen, and thank you all for joining the live AMA session today. My name is Henry from Blockchain Army, the leading media agency on the space that aims to promote the adoption of blockchain technology. And I will be the host for today's AMA session with Chris, the CMO from The Lost Throne. We are broadcasting from Blockchain Army YouTube channel, so if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe because we are coming back with new live AMA and other interesting videos every single week. We will be having two interesting giveaways, which are pre-live giveaways and in-live giveaway. The first one is the one that has been posted on our Barmy Twitter account, where we will pick 5 lucky winners. And the second one is where 5 of the best comment/questions that are dropped during our live will be picked. And remember to put your Telegram username in the comment as well. Those two will be rewarded 200 USDT in total. So stay tuned for that. Now let's bring on the stage our guest today, Mr. Chris from The Lost Throne. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yes, I can hear you. How are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, pretty well. Nice to see you here today. And first of all, can you give us some, introduction about yourself and also your project?
Sure. Hi, friends. My name is Chris. I'm the CMO of the Lost Throne game project. I stepped into the game field in 2010, engaging in marketing development for several crypto gaming projects since 2018.
Wow.
Prior to joining the team, I worked for some blockchain games as the community director and marketing and communication director with many strategies of global marketing experience accumulated. Um, it's an honor and very lucky that I got the chance to join the TLT team. TLT means the Lost Throne in 2019 and started creating the TLT for over 3 years by now.
Wow. Okay, so that is a
Thank you.
very long history of that experience that you have in the blockchain field. So now let's
Yeah,
get to the first question of the project. So
let's do it. Yep.
yeah, can you give the brief introduction about the Lost Throne and how did the idea of making the Lost Throne come about?
Okay, the Lost Throne is a new meta universe NFT TCG concept, P2E, which is play to earn, game designed and developed by Shiva Gaming since 2019. As a MTG inspired play for fun and play to earn trading card game, um, anyone can not only get fun from the game but also earn tokens through superb card skills and contributions to the ecosystem. The TLT ecosystem is supported by a dual token system consisting of two tokens. The first one is CP, Crystal Powder, the Equity and Governance token, and DD, which is Dream Dust, the in game economic token. TLT's goal is like we got started with quality play to earn, developed games, and fill the growth with MTG like car pack modular components technologies to be made progressively accessible for the purpose of exploring in infinite application scenarios of NFTs with the community, players, and developers together in a spirit of co-creation and sharing. Besides, we attach importance on creating a metaverse underpinned by universally recognized NFT cards or other assets, each of unique value for players to have fun to their heart's content. Um, what is TLT's mission? Our mission mainly lies in two aspects. First one, the first one is to explore the infinite possibilities of NFT trading card games. TCG, it's called TCG, as creativity infrastructure. Secondly, to su- subvert existing content and value sharing models with community co-creation and sharing so that creativity and value thrive on communities once again. It's pretty long, so I hope you guys understand.
Sorry, my mic just got off.
Uh,
So that is a very clear mission and clear vision that you have, the clear goal of the Lost Throne. So I can see the very potential one that's being there. And also, I have known that you guys have, very successful IDO and also successful event of listing the CP proceeded. So
mhm.
you are running the beta game now, right? So how long is the beta game available for the players?
Okay. We had a successful IDO and listing CP proceeded and we have launched the open beta festival, which is started from 20th of January in 2020, and
Mhm.
it'll finish um, in on 20th of February in 2022. So it's gonna be a 1 month. It's almost 20th of February now from now on. So yeah, you still got some time to play and enjoy better version of the game. During this beta trial game period, you can download the beta game and enjoy it. At the moment, you can only download it on Android mobile. When the full version is launched, you'll be able to play on mobile, any mobile, and PC.
Okay, so that is the beta version. It will be lasting for 1 month, and you can play it on mobile, both mobile and PC. Okay, so for both Android user, iOS user, and PC user, they can all freely participate in the Lost Throne beta game version. That is
That's
very
right.
great. Yeah.
Um, to explain a little bit more about the beta game, you have to download the file and you have to install on your Android mobile phone. And then when you play it, you're gonna be on testnet, so you're gonna get some tokens for free, but you're not gonna use it. Sorry, you're not. It's not. It's only on testnet, so it's not actually real token, but you can still enjoy the beta game. So yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. Okay. So I can. So if for the instruction for the participation and downloading the beta test and the testnet version, I think that is all our audience can look at it and have a look at it to the Lost of Throne Medium website or on the social media of the Lost of Throne. So every instruction is uploaded and published very clearly and very carefully for you to get into the beta version. So
That's right.
stay tuned for that. Okay. So there's one thing about the Lost Throne that I very, curious about is about the LKey. So what is LKey means?
Okay, LKey is the login token every player is required to acquire in order to start playing the game. So when you play the game, if you want to play the game, you need to have LKey. So to generate a LKey, you must deposit CP, which is crystal powder token, and USDT tokens to receive CP, USDT, LP tokens in the liquidity pool. So you need to put your CP token and USDT in the liquidity pool, and then you'll be able to get the LP token, and with the LP token, you're gonna get the L key. So in our wallet, so we have our own wallet developed. So you will be able to generate a L key with the LP tokens on Land Swap. It's called Land Swap.
Mm-hmm.
CP token is a crystal powder, which is the main token for our game account. So whenever you have a L key, you can have one, two, three, four, five, more than 100 accounts. So after installing the game and acquiring the L key, you can finally log in to the game. So every L key is set to be permanently valid. However, You can choose to allow your LKey to expire in 1 week or 1 month. So LKey is it's very important thing that you need to have. So to get LKey, um, you need to have crystal powder token. So CP is really important too.
Wow. Okay, so LKey will be, very important things that every player needs to log in the game, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So you just said about in the first part that the Lost Throne is the card game, right?
Right.
So can you tell us more about the gameplay of the game?
So for the gameplay, the first step is role play. There is some cards, loyal, general. So you actually control your cards, and cards are like your soldiers. So start the game. Both players use a cards. Both play soldier on in three directions on the crisscross battlefield and break through the opponent. And you have to kill the opponent to ultimately win the game. So and also you have to have a look at the game, and you have to see visually how to play this game. So to explain this game verbally, it's quite hard, but yeah, let's do it. Game battle. Both players start the game matched by the pre-selected legal deck types. You have to swap the initial hand and choose a tap path. And you also have to add the top card to hand and decide to play summon cards. During the battle stage, each actionable card takes turns making one legal attack in the order of its actions. Um, you have to repeat both stages until the opponent remains 0 amidst the conditions. Liberty, and you get in will actually let out the between LTL event. It is something that we are proud of. Uh, the Liberty Land decided to list after picking from several competing games. So this is based on TLT's sense of game experience, game innovation, and innovative value of metaverse, NFT, and the token topology. We're very happy to be part of Liberty Land. So we're really proud of this excellent. So we hope you will go to Liberty Land to experience TLT games. TLT Land is the first game.
Okay. Chris, can you still hear me? Okay, I think that we are running through some, internet connection problem with our guest today, Mr. Chris. So this means that I think that to let our, guest here today some moment to reconnect to our live anime, I think that we should have a look and take a little break and have a look again to the trailer of The Lost Throne. Okay, Chris, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yes. So I think that we have run through some internet connection problems, so it's difficult
Okay,
to to hear you well. Okay, so that is about we can continue it right now. So that's the things you have said about is how about the game is running, it's working through, and I believe that it's very hard for everyone to imagine how the game works, right? And it will be better way that they can download the game, right, and join take part in the beta version of the Lost Road, so it will be easier for them to imagine how the game works. Is that right?
that's right. And the thing that I explain is Liberty Land is actually a
Mhm.
platform. So we were actually chosen to be listed on their platform. So they're gonna have more games on their platform.
Mhm.
As a GameFi publisher and incubator. So TLT is the first game to be listed on their platform. So that's what I was talking about. So
Oh, okay. So we will have, like a platform with many games, and with and the Lost Room will be the very first project on Liberty
that's right.
Lane. In the future, there will be more interesting in another game, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. It's very clear now. Thank you for make it
No
more
worries.
understandable. Okay, so let's move on to another part, which is also very important, is the tokenomics of the Lost Throne. So what are the tokenomics of the Lost Throne, and also what are the innovation of the game?
Um, okay. As for the tokenomics, that's mainly the tokenomics of the dual token economy system. The equity token crystal powder, which is short word for CP to sticker, and the economic token dream dust. The ticker is DD. CP token, crystal powder token, has value accrual mechanisms, a limited supply, in-game utility, and is used to govern the distribution of the Throne treasury funds. DD token is the in-game economic token that players obtain through game victory. So whenever you win the game, you're gonna have Dream Dust token. So DD can be used to produce shining cards or to open new card packs. So if you want to have new NFT cards as a package, you need to have DD. So if you want to have DD, you need to win more games. So there are four most significant innovations. The first one is co-creation. We invite players from all levels to co-create content and gameplay to jointly define the future of NFT games, and player suggestions for improvement will help us to adjust the usability of NFT games. Um, the second one is universality. We build highly compatible NFT games based on efficient TCG development to keep expanding application scenarios of NFTs. The third one is sharing. The vast majority of games revenue will be shared with and by the community. The last one is NFT DIY. NFT assets and application scenarios jointly defined as the community expansion of Magic World genres to diversify the appearance of NFTs. Multiple quality card games developed based on NFTs and the token system combined with SDKs to be progressively accessible to external developers, drive the creation of unlimited application scenarios for NFTs on the platform.
Wow. Okay, so there will be four innovation that I think is very interesting about co-creation, the universality, sharing, and the DIY of NFT. So that's very interesting things that players or investor can look forward to the Lost of Throne. So
Yep.
how do players earn money through the game?
Um, it's very simple. Um, to explain this, it can be complicating, but if you play the game, you will definitely understand straight away. The Lost Run is an NFT card game. The changeable rules of the Lost Run encourage players to collect more NFTs. Players will use custom decks to defeat their opponents in flexible ways according to their opponents. Winning the duel will receive DD, which is Dream Dust token, as rewards. DD can be exchanged for cash, which can be used for casting production props, planning flash cards, increasing NFT level, or opening new card packs. The number of rewards will vary according to the card's rarity, MMR. Winning a higher level match means higher rewards.
Okay. So is DD will be like used in the game as a
In game,
reward.
yep, that's right.
Yeah, in-game reward. So there is also another token is CP, Crystal Powder, and it is the governance token of the game. So
That's right.
yeah, so what is the utility of CP token? Could you please tell us more about that?
Yeah. CP, which is crystal powder token, is the equity and governance token of the TLT ecosystem, and the only ownership proof of the game. So it has value accrual mechanisms, a limited supply, in-game utility, and is used to govern the distribution of the Throne Treasury funds. The total supply is 250 million CPs. CP token is mainly applied to the following scenarios. The first one, um, number one, game ownership. To prove ownership of the game and participate in TLT's play to earn system, users are required to provide liquidity to the CP BNB liquidity pool. Users must provide and stake liquidity equivalent to the value of 1,200 CP at launch. The real value of the liquidity tokens may change over time, and the amount of liquidity needed to be held in order to play TLT may be modified through governance. Value accrual, um, that's the second one. TLT earns revenue through the sale of newly minted car NFTs on TLT marketplace. So as well as through transaction fees taken from player-to-player transactions on TLT marketplace. So there's actually NFT marketplace. Um, Number three, Throne Treasury. The Throne Treasury has 60% of the total supply of CP assigned to it. Funds in the Throne Treasury are affected by governance. Initially, 30% of Throne Treasury's emission will be provided to CP holders as a staking reward, while the other 70% will be reserved for distribution to well-performing players in regular tournaments. So there is a ranking system. So if you are on a higher ranking, then you're gonna be rewarded.
Okay.
So how can you obtain CP token now? You can actually go to because its CP token is actually listed on PancakeSwap at the moment. So you can go to PancakeSwap exchange and buy CP token. The contract address will be given later, so you can easily find CP token on PancakeSwap with the contract address.
Okay. So there is also the contract address already of the CP token, and I think that you can easily find the information of contract address the on the social media and the social network of the
And
Lost
even
Throne.
on our website as well.
Yeah, on our website of the Lost Throne. Okay, so that question put to the end of the first part of the Lost Throne, and we have covered quite a lot of information about the project. Now
Mhm.
let's move on to the second part, which including the 5 lucky questions that are picked from our community. And before that, let's take a break and watch again with the trailer, and before we move on to the 5 questions.
Sure.
Okay, so let's move on to the second part of the live AMA sessions, which will be the questions from our community. Now, let's start with the first one. Um, the first question, that is, can you list 3 killer features of your project that make it ahead of competitors, and what are the competitive advantage that you feel the most confident about? Chris?
Oh, sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry. It was
Okay.
cutting out. Sorry.
Yeah. So we are moving on to the second part with the first question that you see on the screen right now. So can you list about the 3 unique selling point of the Last of Throne, and among those, what advantage do you feel most confident about?
Hang on a minute. I can't see it right now. Sorry about that. Let me just pull out other screen. Sorry about the confusing.
Yeah, that's right. It's appear on the screen. Do you need me to read it again? Read the question again?
Hang on a minute. Oh, this must.
Like the unique selling point. I think you have already mentioned it in the previous part. Can you repeat it?
Sorry. Yep. Just go ahead. Can you say that again, please? Sorry.
Yeah. So the unique selling point, you have mentioned it earlier about the innovation of the game. You can repeat it.
Oh, the innovation of the game? Yeah, sure, of course. Well, there were actually four in innovation. This is
Mhm.
quite important, so I hope you guys understand and remember. So there are actually four most significant innovations. Number one, co-creation. Number two, universality. Number three, sharing. Number four, NFT DIY. So if I just explain a little bit more about it, number one, co-creation. We invite players from all levels to create content and gameplay to jointly define the future of the game NFT games. And player suggestion for improvement will help us to adjust the usability of NFT games. So number two, universality. We build highly compatible NFT games based on efficient TCG development to keep expanding application scenarios of NFTs. Number three, sharing. The vast majority of games revenue will be shared by the community. So number four, NFT DIY. NFT assets and application scenarios jointly defined by the community. Expansion of Magic World genres to diversify the appearance of NFTs.
Okay. So that is the four like unique feature that the last room provide to the user. And among those, I quite impressed about the last one, also with the name of it. So DIY of the NFT. So, like you can also change the appearance. You can make change to your NFT
That's right.
based on the what you like. Okay, so it's not like selling just NFT and you cannot do anything about it. So that is also one a good point that uh, I think is very a unique selling point that the Lost Throne
Mm,
provides.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Thank you for the first answers for the first question of you can see here the name from Sun Wu 76797. So let's take to the second questions. Okay, so the second questions from a user named Tao. I'm very interested in the play to earn mechanic in the game project. So how can players earn good income through the game and or on the project platform? So you mentioned about the platform is the lab you use a different platform, right? And also there will be another games that will be published on that platform. So can you tell us more about the P2E mechanic of the game?
Yeah. This is very important question, and everyone probably is interested in the information. So
Yeah.
basically, as I explained, the Lost Throne game is a NFT card game. So this is very important. So you need to have um, good cards to compete um, against the opponents. So you need to have a better cards to defeat the opponents. So the the winning the duel is receive DD as reward. So if you win the game, you're gonna receive DD token. So DD token can be exchanged for cash later on, and which can be used for casting production props, flash cards, so shining cards, and this will increase NFT level or opening new cards back. So you're gonna have more cards. So this is how you um, um, play and earn in the game, basically.
Okay. Okay, so P2E, I think it's a very important issue for like any GameFi project, and also I think is for the Lost Throne is also very important things. And I can see that in the in-game reward, the P2E is carried out by the DD token, right? And so
That's
the
right.
gamers will be awarded with the DD token in the game victories, and with the DD you can reward through the complete the daily quest or the battles, winning the battle, and also from the ranking that you have according to the MMR uh, the mechanism. Okay,
Yep.
so that is
So, and
how.
sorry,
Mhm.
there's one more thing that I need to tell everyone that you can have as many as accounts as you can as long as you have more CP tokens. So whenever
Oh,
you put your CP tokens and BNB or USDT into the liquidity pool, you're gonna have LP token. With the LP token, you're gonna have an account. So
mhm.
because on our platform, you're gonna with the LP token, you're gonna have LKey. So LKey is it's kind of like it's kind of like a code, like an address, like coin address. Looks like address. So with the LKey, you can make as many as LKey as you can, and then you can have many accounts with different LKeys. So, and then in each account, you can have your cards separately, and this is how you um, enjoy the game and make play and earn. So that's the other way. That's just one of the options that I'm just telling you right now. Yeah. Anyway, yep, that's it.
Okay, thank you for clarifying everything. Okay, so let's move on to the next question, the question number three. So you are the CMO. I think is the most suitable question for you. So do you
hmm
allow some suggestion and feedback from the community, and are you allowed? Are we the community allowed in the decision making of the Lost Throne, and do you put the community into consideration whenever you make change or make some innovation to the game?
We actually um, organize the roadmap on on our excuse me.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, yeah, we actually organize the roadmap on our website. So whenever you wanna see our plan, you can come onto our website, come to our website and have a look at the roadmap, and you see what's going on, and what will happen in the future. And the most important thing is the suggestions and feedback from the community. Yes, they're really important. So we're always ready to listen to your guys. So and then we always try to apply your opinion and suggestions and feedback. If they're good, we always try to apply them into the our project. So if there's any bug, or if there's any good things and bad things, then we'll welcome to your opinions. So please tell us.
Yeah, sure. Because the developers, the game developers cannot like discover every mistake that inside the game, but also
You're
but
right.
with large number of players and communities, when they can help to improve the game, and also we can make change to make it more suitable according to the players like the player preference. So it's very important to receive and adjust according to the feedback from the community. Okay,
Mm,
thank you, Chris, for answering the third questions.
thank you.
Let's move on to the fourth one. Okay, so this is a card game. So will the game lean forward skill player or pay to win players? So is there a balance between new players and old players inside the game?
Mm, mm. Well, the game lean towards skill players or play to win players. Mm,
So I mean that I think the person who asked the question may consider like if they are new players, they don't have much money, so can they, win the game compared to other players who play the game a very long time? They have more money to invest and buy new card deck.
hmm. Yeah. This is quite good question, but
Mhm.
I'm actually trying to tell this person that you don't really need to worry about, because anyone can participate in the game, and whenever you meet the player, I mean the opponents, you're gonna have meet the similar level of the player. So you don't really have to worry about it. So the most important thing is to participate in the game. So all P2E games in the industry these days, you need to have you need to contribute something to the game to participate in things, and then you're gonna enjoy the game and play and earn. So um, if you're a new players, and if you're old players, please don't worry about them, because o- it's just a card game. So whenever you play the game, you're gonna meet the similar opponents. So don't worry about it too much.
Yeah, and also you mentioned about the ranking with the MMR. So that is the players. I think that when with the game that I played before. So with the MMR, so the player will will meet combat or battle with the players who have the same level, the same MMR point.
That's right.
So that will not be some unbalance between the players. You meet players that are much stronger than you or much easier for you to play. So that is I think that is not I think that is not a problem. So that
No, it's not
there
a
will be
problem.
some the balance between new players and old players. So whenever you join the Lost Throne, so there will be some players with the same level of you that you can meet. So that's very good. And also with the card game, so it's required not the skill but also the strategy, right? When you play
Yep,
the card
the
game,
strategy is the most important part.
yeah, it's not pay to win. You cannot pay to win the game without using your brain. You have your own strategy to
That's
win the
right.
game. Yeah. Okay. So very interesting things. And the last question is about NFT. So the person asked that I see the box or NFT price are some game are often high. So uh, does the project support people with low capital to still experience the game in the best way? So let's talk about the NFT price. So do you have the price for your NFT?
Um, well, like I told you at the beginning, we're actually on beta version at the moment. So we're gonna have um we're gonna have the full version of the game very soon. So with the announcement with the full version of the game, we're also
Mhm.
gonna version
Uh, Chris, can you hear me? Sorry, Chris, I cannot hear you. Well, can you hear me? Okay, so I think that we are running through some disconnection at the moment. Maybe from our friends, Chris. So I think we'll just wait for some minutes to for him to reconnect. Okay, so I think that we are running through some disconnection from the guest, from Chris. So before we get back to Chris with the question number 5, so I think that we should better, for not wasting some time, let's move on to the pre-light giveaway winner announcement first. Okay, so I think this is the most exciting part of every AMA where all the fun happens. So let's take a look at our lucky wheel and see who are the 5 lucky winners of the pre-light giveaway. Okay, and thus are five. Those are the 5 username that wins today live AMA pre giveaway. So congratulations to whose username are shown on the screen, and later on we will post on our BSC Twitter account the full description of how to claim your reward. So look forward to that. Okay, so
I'm
let's get
sorry.
back to
Yeah, I'm
Chris.
sorry that I was just kicked out. So
Oh, really? If
I
it's
don't know what happened.
maybe some problem with the internet connections. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm really
I just
sorry, guys.
yeah, from the time that we are waiting for you to rejoin, I just announced the 5 winners for the pre-light giveaway. So
Congratulations.
yeah, okay, so there will be 5 winners, and I we also will post the instruction of how to claim the reward. So whose username are shown on the screen, please contact us to Barmy Twitter account to claim your reward. Okay, so let's get back to question number 5 about the NFT price.
hmm
Where are we going with this question?
Yeah, I was actually explaining everything, but just due to the disconnection, so I'll just say again. Um,
Mhm.
like I explained before, we're still on beta um trial game period at the moment, so it will finish in a couple of weeks. I mean, probably
Mhm.
after 10 days. And then after that, we're gonna have full version of the game, and also we're gonna have marketplace as well. And then you're gonna see all this announcement regarding specifically for this question. You're gonna have
Mhm.
um, you're gonna see the information about it. But just to support this to answer this question on partially, um, yeah,
So
you're still gonna um well, to join the game, to have an account, it's not really it, it's not really expensive. It's just the 1,200 CP token at the moment. So, and then you can just join the game, and depending on the liquidity pool, it'll be changed. So I think if you want to join the game, you need to hurry up.
Yeah.
That's the
So
best way.
it will be
Yeah,
better for you to be the early one to join the
yeah.
game.
Be an early adopter. So it's yeah, and then you're gonna be good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, so thank you, Linda, for asking the last question, and thank you all for all the questions that you have just put for us. And we can see that there are many, many questions that you are asking about the project, the Lost of Throne. But and with the limitation of time, we cannot answer for you all the questions. But I believe that you can also meet and talk to the Lost of Throne by joining their Telegram group or following their Facebook or Twitter account where you can put the question and ask my friend Chris here, the CMO of the project, many questions and your wonderings will be answered. Okay, so this has been a great AMA session with Chris today from the Lost of Throne, and with all the questions, we have covered quite enough about the project, and we have a deeper understanding, insight about the Lost of Throne. So, Chris, do you want to say anything? The last word? Do you have any last word to our audience?
Yeah, just to, I know that it's that there were too many informations today, so I hope you guys understand. To make it easier,
Mhm.
um, about our project, it's just simply think, just remember these three couple of points. Um, it's a car game. Like
Mhm.
when you are like many people love car games, so it's just a car game. So with the car games, you can have to have an account, you need a CP token in the game. If you win the game, and you're gonna have DD token. So that's how you compare, um, verify these two different tokens. So, and then you can have NFT cards, and you can collect your cards and sell your cards later. So that's what you have to remember. There are more things, but just the key points.
Okay. I don't think that it's just a card game. I mean that it's more than a card game. I mean that,
Of course,
the
it's more
game.
than a card game. So
Yeah,
just to make it
I can
simple.
yeah, I can see that, with many, animation, many great image from the trailers, and also with the warriors, with all the heroes. So I think that there are many great things that we can look up to when the game officially released in the upcoming days. I mean, we are counting on by days, right? Not weeks or months. Okay,
That's right. And
so.
the most important thing is the Lost Throne is the first P2E, which is play
Mhm.
to earn mobile TCG with the player drive economy on Binance Smart Chain. So it's the first P2E mobile game.
Okay, so that is, is make many great things happen, and the players nowadays they prefer to use their mobile more than
That's
the
right.
PC. Yeah, so that is a very many great information and great news, and thank you, Chris, for
Thank you
wrapping
so
up.
much for inviting me today.
Yeah, wrapping up every information we have today. And also, if you want to look back at what we are discussing today, you can also look at to our recap, which will be posted
Hmm.
in the upcoming days. Our recap of the live AMA. So,
Sure.
guys, yeah, join our Telegram group Barmy to receive update news every day about highlighted project, crypto news, and moreover, the ideal information and many giveaways. And thank you all for staying tuned until the end of the live MA. And I'm Henry, and I will see you in the next live M session of Blockchain Army. Goodbye now.
Thank you very much.